morning, everybody. This is the first installment of the Pegasus Crypto YouTube channel. We're going to be reviewing some cryptos in this crazy bull run. And yeah, hopefully give you guys some good information. And we're going to be showing 10 seconds of this girl every day. Okay. And shout out to Voscoin. We don't got tails, but hey, we got it. Anyways, you got your coffee. We're making it. Oh, hey, my favorite cookie. We gotta make the coffee every day just to get pumped. And you know, found this at the local Walmart, so it must be true. But yeah. Hey. Hot. No milk, no sugar, let's see. Okay, welcome to the first installment of the Pegasus Crypto channel. Once again, this is a channel where we're going to be reviewing some coins, some projects in this crypto bull run, because it is crypto bull run and it is altcoin season, regardless of what you say about it. And if you don't even know what that means, then well, I might teach you something. Alright, first project is Ethereum. Obviously, definitely popular already. But is it undervalued and is it sleeping? Yes. And here's why. So here's Ivan on tech, 398 subscribers, definitely knows more than me about this stuff. But let's just see what he has to say about it.
And personally, look, I cannot really ignore ETH right now. ETH right now is not doing that much. ETH right now moving sideways, not.
And this is at the current price of 1700, 1800, depends on when you're watching this, but it already pretty much went crazy. It was at 1200 a few weeks ago, but he's talking about it right now. Look, February 16th. So yeah.
Really surprising us with anything. Just chilling here at 1800. And all in all, there's a good argument to be made that right now Bitcoin is in the front seat. Bitcoin is driving this train, and ETH is just relaxing, waiting for Bitcoin to do something. So we're still waiting, we're still looking at it, and we're still anticipating a move in ETH and in Bitcoin. Now, there's something very, very important to discuss. Another key thing to understand is that ETH right now fundamentally, is the best, most important network, fundamentally. Just looking at the dApps, looking at all kinds of activity that is happening on ETH, fundamentally, we've never seen so much DeFi participation. Fundamentally, we've never seen so much exchange happening, so much lending happening, and so much value locked. Look here, 40 billion right now. Totally locked in DeFi. And you know, new, but you have to understand, look, this is the future of finance, and it is growing in real time right now in front of our eyes. And you look at this insane chart, just straight up, straight full send. One asset that I'm looking at that still hasn't done too much, it is ETH, man. It is ETH. Nothing else, really for me at least, compares to the level of undervaluedness in terms of the top 10 coins. Because when you look at the top 10 coins, you see Bitcoin, it is already at more than 2x from the previous all-time high. ETH is just above it. It's just above it, you know. It was 1.4 all-time high, now it's 1.8, so nothing really done here. In terms of Cardano, it is heading back to all-time high very, very quickly. You see that basically now, let's see how much it has. It has still 24% from all-time high, so it needs to go there quickly. But fundamentally for Cardano, we're still waiting for smart contracts. We're still waiting for Gojek.
Cardano is another cool project, but that's not the topic for today. Anyways, basically Ethereum, even at the current price, is still pretty undervalued, still kind of sleeping. Here's another channel of a guy I respect, Voscoin, mentioned him earlier. 214 subscribers. Let's see what he has to say about Ethereum.
Higher, more like $300 per day, because Ethereum and Ethereum usage is literally booming. Okay, and Ethereum is also poised to increase in value even further in our current market per literally every analyst and factor and projection, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and everything else. Not to sound like super bullish FOMO and all that, but that's just 'Tis the season, my friends. So, how do you get this cash cow? I mentioned that.
That was 3 hours ago if you're watching today, which is the 16th of February. So yeah, I mean, these are guys I trust. These are guys I watch their videos all the time, and pretty much some of the stuff they've already talked about have done pretty much exactly what they said it was going to do. And they obviously know way more than me, and they've been doing this for a much longer time than I have. But yeah, so Ethereum, I mean, you do your own research, but once again, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. You do whatever you want with your money, but it's a pretty interesting thing you could do if you're just having a little bit of money in your bank account, doing nothing, you're not using it. You could put some in crypto and let it grow a little bit. You never know. Next project, Superfarm. Superfarm is a pretty crazy thing that's happening. Hasn't even released yet on any crypto networks or anything like that. So what is Superfarm? Superfarm is a cross-chain DeFi protocol that allows users to deploy crypto and NFT farms with no code required. And once again, they're releasing on Polkastarter. Pretty much every product or every project that's been on Polkastarter has gone pretty crazy once they hit the actual market, what you call it. So yeah, the 22nd, they are going to be launching on Polkastarter. So you can connect your MetaMask wallet, and if you don't know what MetaMask wallet is, just go on Voscoin, look up what MetaMask is. He has a good video on that. And pretty much if you want to get involved in some of these things, you're gonna have to have that. And if you don't even know how to get Ethereum or any cryptocurrency, I mean, then maybe this isn't for you. But you could just look up some YouTube videos, look up some of your own research, and crypto.com is definitely a good exchange where you can buy it and then send it to your MetaMask wallet, or Coinbase. Their fees are a little higher, but yeah, that's a whole different subject. But anyways, Superfarm, they haven't even released yet. Again, it's going to be the 22nd. Let's see what time it said. Yep, who knows? But the 22nd, you'll probably have to stay up to date. You can follow their Telegram or their Twitter account for more up-to-date info on that. But basically, when this releases, it's gonna probably be a good thing for it. And if you don't believe me, you can watch. You can look up Ivan on Tech's video on Superfarm, where he talks about it. He goes a little more into depth about it. But you do your own research. Again, not a financial advisor, but it could be a really cool thing, great opportunity. And they just recently did their NFT drops. If you don't know what an NFT is, non-fungible token, that's a whole thing in itself. But they did one on the 15th, that was yesterday. So this thing is already going. But, I mean, it's rolling. And there's definitely some opportunities coming up. It's definitely not too late. If you're watching this on the 16th, it is very early. And if you get into it on the 22nd, you will be still very early, because once again, it hasn't even released on the market of cryptos. It's not even on any exchange or anything like that. So if you want more information, just go to their Telegram or their Twitter channel. You can enter their lottery, which if you, where is it? Yep. So you can enter this, follow the instructions, just click on this, go to their Twitter. Basically, you can tag 2 people, retweet this, follow Superfarm, follow Polkastarter, fill out the form that you'll find here, and you could be entered in a chance to win some of their tokens, which is obviously going to be a good thing. And this is free, so I mean, why wouldn't you do it? Could be free money. All you have to do is tag 2 people, follow them, retweet, whatever. So you go look at that if you want to. So yeah, Superform. And another one that's releasing on Pokestarter that could be a cool one, Fractal. And Ivan on Tech was talking about that in the same video as the Superfarm one. Once again, you can go to his channel, look at his stuff.
Please take a seat.
And yeah, so it's one of these, but he definitely knows what he's talking about. You want to get caught up on what crypto is and some of these new projects that are coming up. Definitely look at some of his stuff. He has a webinar, very helpful. So yeah, Ivan on Tech. And Voscoin, this guy definitely can explain some stuff. Just look at his past videos. Or Altcoin Daily, definitely a person I recommend. They can really catch you up on some of this stuff. Next coin, YFDAI. Basically, it's a little bit down today, but you can buy some of this project with MetaMask, and then you can go to Uniswap. If you don't know what that is, it's where you can pretty much buy the tokens or get the tokens for some of these projects that aren't on the mainstream exchanges like Crypto.com, Coinbase, all that good stuff. So you can basically, if you have Ethereum and you have MetaMask, figure out how to use that, connect to wallet, you know, get MetaMask, and then you can get a token. So let's say, yeah, YFDAI, and then import it from CoinGecko. It's a trusted site. Even though it says this, just know CoinGecko is definitely a legitimate site. Import, and then if you want to, just type in as much Ethereum as you want to exchange for, and then connect wallet, blah blah blah, and then you have it in your MetaMask wallet. And then whenever you want to pull it out, you can trade it back into Ethereum, and then send it back to wherever you want to pull it out. Send it to your bank account. Night mode, yeah. And so yeah. And see, Superfarm isn't even on this yet, which means it's extremely new. It's not even on this yet. So you can only participate in it if you go to Pokestarter. So yeah. But anyways, for YFDAI, if you have some of their coin, eventually you're going to get an airdrop because of their Safe Swap project. You can look that up, but Safe Swap will list and support projects that have met our strict criteria. Yeah. And so yeah, for whenever that comes out, you could get an airdrop, and that's just if you have YFDAI in your wallet. Then again, not financial advice, just a cool thing. I've done this, so I am putting my money where my mouth is, and could be a cool opportunity. Anyways, next project, 1inch. 1inch is definitely a coin that is undervalued right now and has been a little sleepy. Oop. Okay, what's going on here? But 1inch, once again, I am in this project. I bought at like $5. It's down a little bit. You got a little discount. Some people might be worried that it's gonna dump, but 1inch definitely is on the rise. And so how would you get this 1inch coin? You could definitely go to Uniswap, do all that with MetaMask. And so yeah, 1inch is definitely a project that's actually pretty low today. That's a great price to buy it at if you wanted to get into that. And Altcoin Daily itself, 468 subscribers, was talking about this and one of their low cap gems with 50x potential. You know, that might be fishing for views, but probably not. I mean, it could. You never know. Or it could dump. Either way, you could lose all your money in crypto. But once again, I am in this, putting my money where my mouth is. So yeah, and play you this little clip. It talks about it a little bit.
To the first altcoin on today's list, going to the bottom of the first page, 1inch. a lower cap project, currently trading at $5.39 per coin, per token. And if you're asking what 1inch is, it's a DEX, similar to Uniswap, SushiSwap, and actually it's more of a DEX aggregator, meaning it offers the best rates by discovering the most efficient swapping routes across all leading DEXs. And they have a token.
So basically it's kind of a swap, kind of like Uniswap, and Uniswap a few weeks ago was at $5. It's kind of similar to this, $5. So just to show you an example of what's already happened with Uniswap. Once again, I put my money where my mouth is in this. I bought a little earlier in this project, and now it's at $20. And where did I get that information? Well, I was watching this guy, Voscoin, and he was talking about Uniswap, talking about how it could be undervalued, how it could go up. And I just decided with my own information and research to get into Uniswap, and went to $19. So I mean, these can happen to any of these altcoins. They do happen every single day. I mean, yield app, just an example. I mean, this, it's at $1. Seems a little bit. I mean, 397% in 14 days, 7 days, 112%. That's doubling your money. I mean, I saw this a few days ago. It was at 0.50 cents. I mean, well, yeah, 0.49 cents. And now it's at $1. You would have doubled your money. I didn't do it. Should have. Once again, Ivan on Tech was talking about that when it was there. He was saying he was hodling that coin. Didn't listen. But anyways. So yeah, I mean, this stuff is happening every day. And back to the video.
By the same name that's used for governance in the protocol. Well, breaking news from within the last 24 hours, DeFi aggregator 1inch stages a new vampire airdrop to Uniswap users, meaning they are retroactively sending their own 1inch token to Mooniswap and Uniswap users. So this is interesting because usually, and here are the details. First, Mooniswap will be distributed to 9 to receive the airdrop. The wallets must.
If you want to go back to this video after, I'll have the link in the description for all these videos. But yeah, he's talking about a Mooniswap airdrop, which could be another cool thing. But I mean, just buying the 1inch token itself is a good opportunity. But let's see.
Must not have interact users, was that, to 240 tokens, or about $1,350. Very interesting. And to receive these tokens, they're not just going to appear in your MetaMask wallet. To claim the airdrop, these connect your wallet. They're on the offensive, and they are aggressively going after Uniswap, incentivizing their users to jump ship. The minute anything changes, I will let you know. You do not want to miss a daily video.
Yeah, so basically he was just saying that could be a good coin to follow. And yeah, I mean, they're trying to compete with Uniswap, and look what Uniswap did again. I showed you what they did, so 1inch could potentially do that. I mean, everything is possible in crypto. So yeah, guys, pretty much that's the video for today. Just some cool coins and projects to be on the lookout for. And yeah, some links for the videos I was talking about will be in the description. And you do your own research, do my thing. But some of these projects I have a little something in. So I'm not just, you know, talking out of my bum here. But yeah, so you're welcome. Alright, it's the end of the video. But before we go, we're always going to have a closing segment. What is that segment, you may ask? Well, yeah, we're going to be talking about the Bible just a little bit. And, you know, some questions, some concerns and some common misconceptions about, what the Bible is, who God is, who Jesus is, and why it's kind of misunderstood in a lot of modern day thinking, and how people just like to turn away from it or just forget about it and think it's just not valid altogether because they don't like one thing from it, or they like to just create their own version of who God is, so they throw out what the Bible clearly says about who the creator of the whole entire universe, cosmos, and everything. So, first things first, the Bible was written Old Testament before Jesus, New Testament after Jesus, and it's thousands of years old, and people like to think it's not valid because it's so old, yet if you read some of the stuff in there, it's extremely relevant. Just as an example, there's a verse, I can't think off the top of my head, but it says, who binds, you know what, we're gonna look it up. Okay, so Book of Job, chapter 38, verse 31 through 33. But basically is what it's saying, and this was thousands and thousands of years ago before anyone even knew what a telescope was, or, anything astronomy related, astrology. It says, can you bind the chains of the Pleiades, and can you loosen Orion's belt? These are constellations, and basically what it's saying is, how the constellations move or grow or shrink. And astronomy makes this really interesting because in the Orion constellation, the stars are actually separating. So loosen Orion's belt. And in the Pleiades constellation, the stars are actually coming together slowly over time, bind the chains of the Pleiades, and so bind and loosen. And it's very crazy that someone that many years ago would know that, but it's not that crazy if you believe in the Bible and who God is. And some people like to try to disprove it, but they find that they can't, because this was written thousands and thousands of years ago, and it's completely accurate with modern day astronomy. So there's just no way that in that day that astronomers would even know that or could know that with their technology. Yet from God, Job was hearing this. Who knows how? I mean, that's all very confusing to me, but I know that I trust in what the Bible says. Sometimes it can be very confusing, but if you try to learn, it can really clear things up and give a really crazy fulfillment in your life that nothing else can, like money. So, yeah, I mean, this is just one of the many crazy things in the Bible. I mean, like Isaiah, the book of Isaiah in the Old Testament is literally predicting Jesus coming to earth, which later happened thousands of years ago. Then again, how would you know that? You can look it up for yourself. Just look up Isaiah, the prophet predictions of Jesus. But yeah, so there's just lots of crazy things like that. And if you study who Jesus really was, and just the fact that he was real and a real person in history, recorded history, that he was a real person on this earth, and he was saying these things, they're recorded in the New Testament. Some of his disciples, his 12 disciples, wrote down records of what he was saying on a day-to-day basis in big crowds. And just, if you believe what those, scriptures are saying, then it changes your life completely, and it drops a lot of confusion, and it just fulfills your life, and it's the best way to live, because it's how God, the creator of life, intended you to live. So, I mean, if you're just experiencing some kind of depression or just some empty holes in your life, I mean, the Bible can fill it up, as crazy as it sounds. And yeah, it's some pretty crazy stuff. So who is Jesus? Many people like to just write it off and say, oh, well, he wasn't real, or he didn't really get resurrected from the dead. But you can research this as well. There's hundreds of reports that after Jesus was crucified, there's eyewitness testimonies that 3 days after Jesus was dead, crucified, put in the tomb, 3 days later they saw him risen from the dead. And you ask, well, okay, what does that mean then? Well, it means that everything he was saying was true then, because he was constantly saying when he was alive on earth that I will die, be buried, and then resurrect in 3 days. He was saying this, and then it happened. So then, I mean, there's just tons of people that came to Jesus after that, and you can research this stuff yourself, or you can, not believe me, more power to you, but it's your life. But just, if you want to look into it, I mean, I guarantee you'll get hooked into all the crazy things that you can determine are coincidences or just the truth. But yeah, so if he really resurrected from the dead, then that means everything he was saying in the New Testament was true. So at the end of the day, all this crypto stuff is pretty crazy, and it's really cool, but it's not as cool as this puppy right here. If you want true peace and true fulfillment, you're not going to get it from money. I mean, obviously, I'm doing this because I need to provide for, myself and my future family, and it's always good to, focus your mind on something, good and something cool, and grow your money. We'll talk about that on the next episode. There's many things in the Bible that says, do good work with your hands and grow what's in front of you, and keep progressing, keep building, and and just keep thriving in your life, and God will help you along the way. I mean, and you'll see. I mean, I dare you to pray a prayer of just God, like, show me, if you're really out there, show me what you want me to do, help me, because I can't do it by myself, because you can't. That's why we need Jesus. And once you go along life, you're going to realize that obviously when you die, something's going to happen to you, and there's something way bigger than us out there. I mean, there is a God out there, and to me, that is the God of the Bible, and to you, I don't know who that is to you, but you're going to have to determine that one way or another, or how can you be at peace with knowing you're going to die? You're not going to know where you're going or what's going to happen. And that can scare some people. That's why people are scared of death. I'm not scared of death. I'm not saying I want to go commit suicide right now and die and go to heaven. I'm going to keep trying my best to live life on earth the way God intends it. But when it is my time, I'm at peace with that, because I know I'll be with God and I'll be with Jesus. So yeah, crazy thoughts. But this was the Pegasus Crypto's first video, and if you made it all the way through, hey, good for you. And until next time, my friends,